heavens. What is it with this phone and me going live? I can't have it scheduled for 2, but here I am. All right, whatever. All I did was put the phone up in the little holder. Honest to goodness. Oh well. Okay, let's see if I can find where I need to go. That is not it. And this should help me get back to where I was. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Hello, let me, oh, see, I hadn't even done this yet because somehow it came on its own. There we go. It's on all chat. There. Alrighty. Let's see if I can get my instructions back up. And we'll get moving along again. Hello, hello. It should be on all chat. And oh, wait, no. Yes, that's the one I want. Okay, let's see if I can't. There we go, enlarge it. Looking at my instructions right now for clue 7. I've got big triangles, lots of little triangles. Well, hi, Joe. Go. Oh, listen and drive at this. I love doing that. Hi, Melanie. Good afternoon. So I've got this and this. Oh, there's the rest of them. Those. I'm getting everything I need for clue 7. Clue 7 looks rather easy, and I think I just lost a piece on the floor. I'm sorry you get to look at all my bruised up Smurf looking blue arm here, but oh well. Where did the rest? There they are. Okay, we'll go down and get them. Yes, I was just scheduling this for 2 o'clock. Got everything written in that I wanted to write in ahead of time, got it all set up. Then I went to put the phone up in the holder, and because this arm isn't quite right in maneuvering, this one has to do all the work. And as I guess I put it in, I hit go live. I cannot believe I did that. It's just, so here I am early, still setting up. Well, now I've kind of got it set up here. So I can start sewing clue 7, in which I need to kind of make a square and a square here. So we're going to be doing some chain piecing. And I'm sorry if this really makes people bug out. Let me know. Because this might have to get pushed up some, because it kind of bothers me after a while. But we'll see. The more I can tolerate, the better this gets. I'm trying to get it used to having stuff rub against it. The nerves don't kind of like it because it just hasn't been a while. But that's okay. We will get there. And the thing is, I get it up here. I don't have the pillow on today. So I'm going to try a little bit. I did this morning. I did all day so far. I'm dropping the pillow for this little bit this afternoon. See if I can go without the pillow for a while before. And yes, when it starts aching, that's when when the pain starts building is when I'll stop. I know where my stopping point is, and I can push pretty good. So, oh, don't do that. Don't be eating it. There we go. Whew. Oh, nope. Looks like it wanted to. It started to, but then didn't. Nope, looks good. All right. We'll get this. trying to keep consistent. I did finish, and it's to the side over here. I did finish my mom's quilt top that I was doing from the Cotton Cuts Mystery 5.0 luau island hopping kind of thing that they were doing. I did the island hopping. This was, I forget what that one was on now because luau is the next one. And I've got luau on my brain because that's what I got to pull out and do. Luau. This island, I guess it was island hopping. No, that was the first one. That was, anyway, it was the red, white, and blue. That was for my mom. And it came with a pillowcase, and I bought a second pillowcase because she uses 2 pillows on her bed, and she can use this on her bed now. So I've got to iron it and then pack it up with its, where'd all my, there we go. Oh, haircut time. Yay, love haircuts. Wish I'd go in and get a haircut. It's just so stinking hard sometimes. She does a pretty good job. Best haircut I ever had was on board ship. Recently, I should say. The best haircut I've had recently. Not ever, but just recently. Was on board ship. And it's just hard on my shoulder when I have to put my head back and I'm leaning against that thing to get it washed. But it is so nice to get it cut. Hey, you know that song that Deb was singing about I'm a Nut? I know that tune, but I don't know why I turn it over. They're batik. It doesn't matter. I just look at one side and then I look at the other and decide which side I like better. And the better side I put down here and put the right sides together. And I learned that song on, it was called, I'm a little piece of tin. Nobody knows where I have been. I've got 4 wheels and a running board. I'm a Ford, oh, I'm a Ford. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk. That's the one. That's one of the things I've learned to that tune. Anybody else know that one? The I'm a Ford one? I know there's only 3 of you on here, but just curious. And it left again. Nope, never heard of that. Okay. Well, that's the first song I learned to that tune. I learned some really strange tunes at camp myself. I like that one. Like the old crow. The old crow flew in the country store. That one. Or I walked around the corner and I walked around the block and I walked right into a bakery shop. No? Doesn't ring a bell with anybody? Oh, that's a good stretch on that. Oh. Oh. I don't know why this is there. That looks new to me. Oh, okay, that's all that is. All right, and don't mind that. Uh, oh, oh, oh. Mm. Uh. So these are the batiks. The not a bunch of colors in this one, but where is the Triton colors? These are the colors I get to work with for this cotton cuts. I have the lights for me to see better, not for you, but I'm sorry about that. This one down here is just, I think that's the binding. Yeah, that's the binding. But these 6 colors here are the colors I get to work with, and it's called Under the Sea. This is called Triton, and these are the batiks I get to work with. And so far, it's real pretty. Oh, can't hold that stretch very long. I finished glue 6 this morning, and that was nice. This is clue 7. I'm not sure how many clues. I know there's a clue 8 out. I know I'm a few months behind, but I'm not sure exactly how many. Let me scan across here. Whoops, it's not letting me. Okay. Is that 4? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can cut 3 of those off and keep going because I'm just going to finger press. Let's see if I can open and close this a little, just enough. Come on, squeeze in there. There. And we are pressing out to the green. Okay. I somehow can't find my spare triangles, half square triangles to cut. So we're just going to go ahead and do this, even though we're just doing the opposite side. And we will continue to make a square and a square. Oh, what side looks more interesting? That one that way. I've gotten to where I can pick up a pin with this, just these like that. I still have no feeling here going up, but I can feel the tingly when something goes over it. Then it really makes those nerves go crazy. That's why I'm trying to retrain it. Doing fine, doing fine. Found out today my sister has to have a total knee replacement. She's my older sister. She has to have a total knee replacement the 31st of March. And she's taking she's hoping she's going to be okay for this trip that she's taking to Japan. That will be, when is she taking that? She's taking that June 20, somewhere on June 26th or something. She's going to take a trip to Japan. She has a daughter there who is a principal of the American schools there on base. So they're going to visit there, and when they're there, they're going to take a cruise around the Japanese islands. Well, because Japan is an island, but they have some other small islands too. And so they're going to take a cruise ship and go hit some places around Japan on the island itself and some smaller islands. Which sounds like a lot of fun if you ask me. Wish I could go, but I can't. But when she gets back and she feels fully recovered from her travels and everything, she and I are going to plan a trip to go do something. So Joe's driving. Melanie's taking kiddos for haircuts. What else is going on? Why do I have to keep doing that? Hi, Deb. Hi. Goodness. I hope you get your package today. You're supposed to. But that, just because it told me it was going to, doesn't mean it is. I haven't checked the tracking on it yet, so. Hi, Melissa. I didn't see you pop in. Oh, you did? Oh, wonderful. Good. Finally, right? Oh. Yeah. My poor husband forgets so much these days, and about ready to buy him Prevagen. Long term is great. It's the short term that's kind of getting goofy. But I mean, it's like he doesn't forget how to drive. He knows how to drive. I just have to keep reminding him when my appointments are so he doesn't make plans. And I just tell him, I said, just pretend you have to take me every day. Because I just have so many. He goes, I can't keep up with them. I said, well, don't worry, I will. My poor dinosaur, I love him so much. Deb, you missed my little song, I think, or were you on? You're like, I'm a nut. The first song I learned to that tune was I'm a Ford. I think that's what it's called. Just finger pressing those out of the way. Look at me rip roar without a pillow under my arm, right? Nice. It's getting better. This is the range of my motion. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. Glad you could come in. Ah, well, I'm sorry, Joe and Melanie. You have to hear it again. But it goes. I'm a little piece of tin. Nobody knows where I have been. I've got 4 wheels and a running board. I'm a Ford, oh, I'm a Ford. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk. And then you just keep repeating it. I don't know that there's really any other verses to it. Perhaps there's one about a Chevy or a Dodge or something, but I don't know. That's the only one I remember. I do know other things that go with that tune, like the I'm a Nut. I didn't know there were so many verses, but it's the way it goes. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay, and I'm practicing here. I'm practicing. I can't get it open very far, but I can get it far enough where I can get a thread in there. There. Woo! All right. And there she is. Okay. Now we will finger press that open, turn it, and keep adding. What side do we like best? It's batik, doesn't matter. Put it on and go. All right. Perfect fit. Look at that. Nice. Get that right under there so I don't have to reposition that. Okay. I think it took some with it and it went off the edge. Yeah, they're adorable songs. Anything from camp is like, got one. I learned one about the old crow. You know the one, the old crow flew in the country store, or I'm officially out of the yellow lemon. What? Don't go away with that. Bring it back. I missed it. Oh, it's my phone that just dropped it. Oh my goodness. Out of the yellow jelly beans. Oh, they're one of my favorites. Them and I like mixing the lemon and lime together in my mouth at once and getting a nice little lemon lime flavor. That's what I like to do. Uh, I talked about the other. This is a little more repeatable because I learned a couple of camp songs. I don't know. I should be just repeating them up here, but yeah, you're gonna wonder what kind of camp I went to now. Uh, it was, oh, I walked around the corner and I walked around the block and I walked right into a bakery shop and I saw a donut sitting in the grease. So I handed the lady a 5-cent piece. Well, she looked at the money and she looked at me and she said, this money's no good to me. There's a hole in the middle and it goes right through. Said I, there's a hole in the donut too. Jump in the bread box, you crumb. Hello, Christina. And there was one about an old crow flew in the country store, but then he does some dirty stuff on the counter and some dirty stuff on the floor. So I don't know if I should. It's kind of gross. So that's enough of a hint. It makes you wonder what they were teaching us at Girl Scout camp, huh? Or how about the one where Granny's in the old Granny's in the cellar? Oh, Lordy, can't you smell her? Oops. Cooking pancakes on a dirty stove. Yes, it is. It's great to be sewing. We're going to see how long this session lasts. Her eyes are full of matter and it's dripping in the batter with a great big... Okay, we're not going to go there. That was hanging from her nose. Yeah, I learned this at backpacking with our troop. That was something. On a cadet backpacking trip. Yay! Mom, I just want to get through this. Ooh, 3 sides done. That means, come on, there. Getting better at aiming that thing for sure. Oh, yeah. Very funny. There's the rest of it. So, have you all figured out where I went to high school? You know, when I told you they made a movie about it. And the guy who wrote the screenplay for it was there undercover. I would not let my children see that movie until, I don't want that much dark on it, until they graduated, And I tell you, I've never had kids want to run home so fast. After graduation, they didn't want to go with their friends right away. They wanted to go home and watch the movie and then go to their friends' parties and everything. It was silly. Just silly. All my kids were like, yeah, I want to see it. Oh, sorry. Again, not today. Go to the parties. Well, no, 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 I have time. No, you don't. Yep, I know who's who and I know where the bodies are buried. Okay, I don't have to press that out until after this one. Okay. I'll get this way. Like, what happened to my chat? Keeps disappearing. Oh, I am making, it's a puzzle mystery quilt. And I don't know what it's going to be like. It is called Under the Sea. These are the colorways, and there's extra one of the same one because that's the binding. So to get a better look at the colors, it's right back here. I don't know if that helped better. That's harder to see. Maybe you can maximize it and blow it up. Maybe if I turned it this way, because I'm on the horizontal. So this colorway is called Triton. Everything's got kind of a sea kind of name. Oceanic kind of name. So, and I think it finishes, I think our last clue is next month. So I'm catching up. I think 7 was January 8. Gosh and golly. Let's see. I'm doing 8. I finished 7 this morning. Oh, there are only 8 clues right now. 9 drops the end of this month. 9 drops next week, Friday, I believe. So, hey, after this one, I'll be caught up and then I can work on, thank you, about the colorway. Thank you very much. I think I'll be able to get caught up on Lullaby, which that's the colorway. I'm sorry, Field of Dreamers. That has a couple of clues out already, 2, I believe. And then the luau on the M50, M5 or Mystery 50. That has 3 clues out already, I think. So I got some catching up to do, but I'll be okay. Hi, Donnell. I loved seeing you this morning. I'm sorry I couldn't stay on when you came on, but I had to pick up some prescriptions this morning because I was going to run out. So we had to take the drive up to Battle Creek. And if any of you have ever wondered about Sam's Club Pharmacy, I don't know about in your place, but out here at our place, they are fantastic. They are beyond fantastic. They're just wildly, they care, they make sure you understand everything, and they ask all the right questions and give all the right advice and watching your meds, and they don't wait for you to have a problem and then have the doctor make a correction. They call the doctor's office right away and say they want to be sure they know that there's issues when this drug and that drug go together. Anything, and sometimes the doctor has changed stuff. especially even when transferring from one pharmacy to another. They were just absolutely wonderful, especially when my husband was in the hospital and we got new stuff. I was able to go in and they would get it ordered, get and get it back, have it reviewed and everything against everything else he was taking. They did all that preemptively for me, and or I'd already talked to his doctor and got it all straightened out before he was released. So I've never had a pharmacy go out of their way like that for me. So I love Sam's Club Pharmacy. Plus the prices are really good. A lot of our medications. Oh, what am I doing? I still have another one. To get finished. Come on. Hey, this is getting better the more I do. Look at that. Pretty good. Oh, wait, you can't see. I started being able to just go like that to get it open. And then just cut the thread. Now I'm doing this. That's the max. See? Gets better. Just got to use it. All right. Oh, I got a couple of them I got to put on yet. All right. I didn't know there was 2 over there. There better be 2. And there is. Magic. Okay. When I'm done doing these economy blocks or square and a square, then I have to make 2. This one's a really easy peasy piece clue. I just make 2 flying geese. Ooh, I can hear my husband's listening to Fleetwood Mac upstairs. I love Stevie Nicks. She's really great. My chat disappeared on me again. Yeah, new exercise for PT. You got it. I told him I was doing this. I said, and I'm having to do this a lot, which is making my bicep and triceps work and my shoulder and rotator cuff just a little bit. And he says, oh, that's good, because one of their exercises is supposed to do that over a table. I'm like, oh no, I did move this closer because it gets real. I do the table exercises as well for the bigger stretch. I don't want to be sewing way out here. I brought it closer. Normally I do like it a little further away, but this is good for me for now. I'm telling you, this is enough. This is enough. Let me see if I can't get this where and yeah, I'm not pinning or clipping. I can clip. It takes forever. I don't have the strength, and the strength is building in that to hold the clip open and put it where I want it. But it's getting better. And pinning, I can pick the pin up, but I have no control at the moment. And so I'm taking the small wins. Yeah, I'm claiming them as victories. Are you kidding me? Absolutely. Okay. Because I don't have a decent ender handy, leader ender, we're going to go straight into these. I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Oh, let me look again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8. 8. And they're all the same. So I don't have to think about it so much. Let's straighten that out. Yeah, it's probably a bad habit of mine doing it this way without pinning or clipping, but I don't want to take the time because it just takes me too long. But I will tell you, just keeping my seams as precise as I can. Ouch. Cut it. Has been a big help. Now, and you can see on these economy blocks, starting out with precisely cut pieces and just keeping consistent seams gives you, and you get that 1/4 inch that you need to tuck that right in on all 4 sides. So you can do it with a bum arm or no, with one arm. It just comes out so well every time. I have been so impressed with precision cutting. Too. I'll give these a better iron when I'm done. I've got so much to iron. Like I said, I have that one quilt top, and oh gosh, in order to make the pillowcases, I need to iron everything on the perfect fold and then cut everything in alignment with each other so they're all the same size. Because I have one is at 45, one is at 44, and one is at 54 because it was cut in half from a 108 that they sent me, because the pillowcase itself matches the backing, and then the trim and the piping are the main star colors from it. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4? That's those 4. Okay, fine. Now we can get this going. I guess don't matter. It's just a flying goose. Is one of these called a flying goose, or is it still a flying geese? I'm assuming it would be the geese because these are the wings. No. How do you look at this? Do you look at those as the wings and this is the goose? Or these the geese? Or what's flying? And what is the proper English on that? Or does it even matter? Maybe nobody cares. It's whatever you feel like. I don't know. Because I heard somebody call, well, and then Deb's too, she had one that was a churn dash, and someone else was calling it something else in the book or the pattern. Maybe they called it something else, but yet it was definitely a churn dash. I remember saying it, but I've had that with somewhere else, and I can't think where. They were calling a block a certain name. I go, wow, what? I've never heard of that. And I look at it and go, oh, no, that's not it. And I do know, having done some research on this for when I taught, that some blocks do have 2 names depending on the region and where you are, but churn dash does not. Churn dash is churn dash, and there's not anything else. Because I wrote a whole thesis-like thing on it. Okay, for when I was teaching. Oh, am I missing anybody? Let me know if I'm missing anybody. Ah, monkey wrench. Yeah, they were calling it churn dash. Monkey wrench is a separate block because a monkey wrench looks much different. It is closer to a snail trail than it is a churn dash. But it doesn't even look like a snail trail. So, yeah. I don't know. I have a monkey wrench block around here. Oh, I know where it is. It's under my long arm. It is waiting to be loaded and quilted. I did a block of the month club with this beautiful blue and silver fabric. And one of the blocks was a monkey wrench. And then the other one was a snail's trail. Snail trail or something. And that's where I have that. I think I have 2 quilts that are like that with the monkey wrench in it, in the snail's trail, because I do like those. They're very unique looking. There's one that Donnell that you were doing that I fell in love with. I love it. Oh, I wish I could think of the name of it right now. You probably know it better than I do if you remember that, because every time I see it, I go, oh, I know, it was the one you just did. You did a whole quilt of them, and it was gorgeous. The one you finished. I love that block. Really, I've done 5 of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, how about that? I might be able to just bring it around and do this in a great big circle. Yeah, I know I've already said this, but yeah, I look at both sides of a batik and I do choose which side I like best. There is no right and wrong side. Sometimes I just find where a certain color pops a little more than another coming through, or a design, and then I just go for it from there. Like I see a design coming through there and I like the way it looks. A little more on this side better, so I will stick with that one. This one's close, but we'll do this. I'll do it this way. Call it habit. I don't know. Okay. Now once I get both of the wings on the geese here, I don't know what else to call them but wings. Then they attach to a top and the bottom of it. Of the economy blocks. Square and a square thing. Another thing I appreciate with cotton cuts is when, and it's been rare, but when I have a missing piece off the get-go, which I think has only happened once or twice of the years I've been doing stuff with cotton cuts, and I've been doing a lot with them since my arm, I think I can just do it this way. We'll just they are quick to get you anything if one piece is missing or something. And like I said, out of all the 2.5 years I've been doing things with them, and more in the last 18 months, that, wow, it gets to you quick. I was missing just one little triangle, and I thought, well, I could try and cut it out with myself because I got other pieces that were the same size, and I've got an oops kit. So, but they were like, no, we'll get it to you right away. And they did. They were just super, super fast, and even sent an extra. I'm like, wow, that wasn't necessary, but okay, thank you. It's kind of one of those things you say, thank you. What else, right? Just super service. Oh no, I just want to keep doing this. I was going to cut it off. But... okay, I guess now I do. Because now I'm confused. How am I going to get that under there? I don't. There we go. So, anybody got big plans this weekend, the rest of this weekend? I'm just gonna be catching up on everything because I'm afraid I might have to go back to work someday. But it won't be before mid-May, so. And then I won't. I will have the summer off. Maybe longer. Okay. That's too confusing for me to try and. So we're just gonna. Get the next one ready. Oops, nope, that's got to be this way. Yeah, press that seam out, they said. Ah, Kavia, welcome. Hi, first time. Wonderful. Well, I'm just learning to sew with my left hand again. So, and arm, actually, the whole arm. And I've got some pre-cut pieces here from a puzzle mystery quilt I'm putting together. Putting some flying geese in the underneath the sewing machine here. Glad you found us here. If you have any questions, this is the place to ask. I'll answer what I can and what I can't. I'll tell you what, there are some excellent people here. Hi, June, in the chat that can answer your questions too. Or perhaps you are a longtime sewer and you already know a bunch of stuff and you can teach us. Been doing this for quite a while. You can't see my face, but yeah, I'm a dinosaur or close to one. My husband's the dinosaur, and I'm his well, younger dinosaur. I don't know. That's a different looking piece. I like that, kind of. Which side? Well, that's what I say when I can't tell. I go, well, it's batik. Just put it down, no matter. It's a batik. The side does not matter. Line this up on the 1/4 inch and go for it. Finger press. Mostly up at this end where I need it. Grab another piece. Oh, there's 2 there. I knew it. That looks good. This way. Line them up. Make them match. Throw it under and line it up on the 1/4 inch. And the next one. Guess it's going down this way. Just cause, I don't know, another hard one. So it is. This is rehab. This is called sewing rehab, which is a lot more cost effective than retail therapy. Sewing therapy. This must be the last one. No, there should be one more. Okay. Second to last one. I saw the most horrifying thing on YouTube. I can get that open. And I will never, ever use in-room coffee tea makers in a hotel or anywhere again. Oh, never, ever. I mean, it's something that makes you go, ew. Oh. The woman was suggesting as a travel hack that, you didn't pack enough underwear? Throw them in the filter holder of the coffee machine, the in-room coffee thing, and let the boiling hot water run through it, and then take the hair dryer and dry them when you're done. And I'm like, ew, someone has to use that coffee machine after you. Gross. Never. That is, I mean, gosh, they give you soap in a bathtub or in a sink. You have two other decent choices. Good lordy. So I said, never again. I'm only using the ones down in the main restaurant room where they serve the breakfast and whatnot and evening snack stuff. So what am I doing? Oh, here, yeah, I'm going to put some of these on here, aren't I? I'll bring this all over here and snap them apart. I have things set up a little different than normal, so I don't have to stretch my arm as much. Trying to make it last longer and then we'll just finger press this out and open. And it's got to go on the top and bottom of each of these so that it forms this lovely arrow-like thing. Oops, sorry. There we go. And then on the bottom as well. So let's try it. It looks rather Christmassy right now with just this red and green, doesn't it? Alrighty. Nothing to match up. So that's good. The only things you have to match up are the ends, which I'm trying to get. There's one end. Follow that along the edge. Oh, great. It matches. There we go. Gotta love that. I do love that. I love, love, love it. Jump for joy. I love it. Normally I would square up, but I cannot push. I can't cut yet. Other than just kind of that which you saw. I can get that. There you go. You got it open. Okay. That's it. And I can't push down yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting stronger. I can have a 1 pound weight and I can lift it up a little ways and down. I'm working on 2 pounds. They're helping me with 2 pounds. But they have to do most of the lifting and they let me stretch my arm up. So getting there. Baby steps. Didn't start walking in a day. Why didn't, oh, that was this I was using. Okay, there we go. Let's stick this one down there. on one side. There. Oops. Wow. That was. There we go. Come on. Match up right there in the corner. There we go. Match up right along there. Maybe so you can see what this block is going to look like for clue 8 right away. We'll take one. Oops, I'm pretty sure they want us clue 8. Pressing up and down with each. What? Oh, I don't want clue 8. I wanted clue 7. Oh, goodness. I thought I made the wrong blocks over there. I'll go, wait a minute, I didn't have blocks that look like that. All right. Oh, no. It did not. It did. Get back here. Get back here. Okay. Easy enough to get back. Oh, I just have to sign in again. When I was working, I could print this out at work and then I'd bring it home. Because I like the hard copies. And I don't have a printer here at home right at the moment. But I will. Oh, no, good thing I checked because they're going in. Okay, it's going to go in this way. Let's do this as if it was being ironed so that it wants to stay that way. Ooh, right to the point. Nice. And we will go ahead and put the next one down. So we can see a finished product. I think I'm going to be able to finish this whole clue without having to take any long breaks. All right. I just trying to relax my arm here. Sometimes I forget to. Here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, that reminds me, you talked about Rise and Shine today too, Deb. Right? Rise and shine and give God your glory. Yep. Rise and shine, and I just can't do the clap. But that's okay. Someone else, I'm sure, is willing to do it for me. Clap loud for 2 of us, right? Actually, sides lying flatter first. More. I'm still working with the 2 sides that I want to work with. Sure. Oh, won't do that one then. There we go. There's one I just want to fix the way it was laying. It just needs a little more attention than I want to give it right now. Oh no, you need to go up. There we go. I did design a pattern though while I was not able to do anything. I had some little tiny graph paper I was able to work with and trying to get my right hand to be a little more dexterous. And I did this, I made a pattern. I'm really pleased with it. I am going to work on it this summer. So, okay, so now that one needs another side. Here is, okay, we decided that they were going this way, so we needed to memorize it that way. Oh, I did it there too. How about that? Really, want it going in. Okay. Well, I will get up and do that. But anyway, here is the block. All finished. Now I have to make 3 more of these. And I'll call the clue finished. And being that there's only one more clue to get caught up, I will probably work on clue 8 tomorrow because I am starting to feel a little sore. That's 2 sessions at the sewing machine today for me, which is quite a bit. So, yeah, and the only thing that happened, it's not a big deal. It was supposed to be, this is because I'm finger pressing, I'm not taking the time. It ended up getting sewn flat instead of to one side. Oh, hi, Nikki. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. So I'll just fix that. That's one there to fix. Don't think that happened on anything else. It's not a big deal. It's just a couple of stitches to pop out and a couple of stitches to put back in. Like this almost looks Christmassy unless you saw the rest of the fabrics. Oh, I forgot I had my book right here. That gives my arm a rest, which also has a copy of that book, all the pieces that were there. So that's when I was printing out the clues. Clue 1, here you can see all the colors being used, basically. This looks also a lot like clue 6. I'll be gosh. Let me turn to it. Oh, and here's like another economy. 5. 6. There it is. The other 6 over here, which is a 4 patch. But I thought I did one with white too. I've been catching up. So anyway, lovely colors. My next batiks are purple. The next 2 quilts I'm doing are both batiks, and they're both different types of shades of blues and purples, mostly lavenders and purples. And I don't know how I got into that routine, because I like to try and vary it up. Is this the one I need to fix? No, this one's fine, just needs another end. Okay. And this one's ready to go on. So we're going to do that. Oh yeah, that one does need to be fixed. That one also has, oh, we'll do it that way. All right, well, these will go over here. Somewhere I'm missing. I'm not missing anything. I just, it's at the end of this trail here. I just love continuous chain piecing. There we go. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. There we go. We'll try this again. And cut. 1, 2, 3. Did I lose the fourth one on the ground? How many do I have over here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 4. Haha. Okay. This looks good. This looks good. Just keep swimming. Or as I say, just keep sewing. Just keep sewing. Actually, let's see how these look. I think I like this better. Oops, it's got to go. Just keep sewing. Just keep sewing. Right toe, right toe. Left foot. I'm wishing for the love today. There we go. Perfectly lined up. Let her rip, tater chip. Yay! There's another one finished. And I've got one over here. Ooh, I have to push that. That's hard to do. Need more practice with that one. And we'll get this last one. Oh yeah, I like that better. Okay. Makes that center pop more. All right, here we go. The last one. You want to let her rip, tater chip. I might have to get this one, have a rest. I've got 2 singers I can bring out and work too. Been letting my Viking rest. I still haven't taken her to the spa and she desperately needs to go. Poor Lagertha. That's my Viking because, you know, Lagertha was a Viking. She was a shield maiden. And that old 80, whatever it is, it's the first computerized one without the circular cam. It had the slide-in cams. Well, they were programs, little program chips inside the cams. So they weren't really cams like the old turn. There's another one, just like the other one. Woo woo! And now I've just got to do a little bit of fixing and mixing here. This won't be part. I just got to take out a couple stitches. Fold that back up. This way. We'll get it done right. Nope, come back forward again. One more. There you go. We'll take that out. Give us a little space. Because there was one other. Because that can go with this one now. Where is it? It was on one of the flying geese's. You know, the English language is funny like that. You have goose and geese, but it's not moose and meese. And mouse isn't mouses, it's mice. But if it's a house, it's not heis, it's houses. Go figure. Right? That worked out pretty good, but okay, we're going to do that. You got to go backwards, buddy. Now you go forward. There you go. And problem solved. And we're done. Now I can either pull out some more stuff to work on, because I have it, or I could just call it a day. I am collecting different places to get advent boxes already. I've got 3 secured. One I'm going to be ordering on Monday. Another one I'm going to look into. That would give me 5 boxes, and I'm going to max out at 6, but I would rather just do the 5. I think, unless it's just really important that somebody wants to see. What does this one go to? Oh, that other one. Okay. Not done. Thought I was, but I wasn't. I lied. Sorry. Didn't mean to. It wasn't on purpose. Oh, good. You didn't miss anything. Except I'm finished. It was like you get to see that they were pieces and now they're put together, Joe. But you did get to bypass the agonizing part. Okay, this one was fine. And it's just having to do this, having to put this one on this piece right here. Well, let's get that little ironed out a little bit better. And yes, I do have a little tiny mini iron with the long wand that I could have been doing and didn't. And if I did this again, I think I would. I'll get it set up better. My son actually is going to be coming over to help me someday soon. We're going to be going to have dinner together, and we're going to discuss and make a plan where he's going to come over and help me get things set up in here. And because I want to move my sewing machine over there and then have all the square things. I can't turn the thing right now, so you can't see, but yeah, and then set up all equipment for filming, because I told him that, yep, I am going to have more time in the future, in the day, to do this. So why not? What the heck? I'm enjoying this. It's a great journey. Oh, I did not. I just did. Silly me. And this one is the thickly funny one, isn't it? Yep, I can see it's starting to do it already. Okay. Let's see here. It likes to loop around itself. But I caught it before it did it up there on the take-up lever. It likes to re-loop it when it comes out of the needle. But threading it is a piece of cake. Let me get it at its high point. There we go. Raise the needle to its highest point. Hook that under there. And whoops, I didn't hook it. There, now it's unhooked. And let it go. And it goes right through it, hooks that, gets a loop in there, and I am good to roll. Here we go. Yep, that's a little high there. Yes, it is. That is better. Now bring it in. If I can get this, I gotta work on. I think I'll take some pens with me to physical therapy and have them work on that. Getting pins working. All right. All right. Got that in. Match that up. Everything's matched along the way. Very cool. Fortunately, there's nothing to match up. I just got a little jolt. It's all good. Nerves will do that. They'll give a little jolts and stuff like that when the nerves are connected. So that's actually kind of a good thing. All right. Okay. So let her rip tater chip. Here we go. And we're going to call that the end of this clue. I'm going to pull that out. I'm not going to look for a leader ender around here. I just don't feel like it. I just want to pull this out and look at it and say, yay! Here we go. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, it's like it's on with the show. This is it. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh my goodness, people. Hit one of those fists, all right? You gotta hit one of them for me. Just one. Don't hit them both. It'll mess up the algorithm. Hit one of them. I don't care. Just hit one of them. It's all good. And that, my friends, is clue 7. I think I've been saying clue 8. It's clue 7. Clue 8 is the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm getting a pile ready for ironing, I tell you that. And these have just been finger pressed. They have not been ironed, and yet they came out. They came out just fine. They're supposed to measure. What are they supposed to measure? Okay. Oh, no, don't go away. Come back, come back. They are supposed to measure 6.5 by 12.5. That one doesn't go high enough. Oh, this one does down here. And it is let's do it this way. We're having to do it backwards. From the 12, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 by 12.5. Okay, 6.5 by 12.5. There you go. That's already 6.5 by 12.5. Let's get this. You gotta shove that under there. 6.5. Well, that's 12.5. And this is, come on, stand still. 6.5. 6.5 by 12.5. That's 2. 2 out of 4. 12.5. 6.5. There it is. I'll do the 6.5 first this time. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 by 12.5. There you go. Just needs to be ironed. Woot woot. Put that down there. Yay. Oh my goodness. How much time has gone by? Almost an hour and a half. Well, some of you are probably getting bored. I mean, I could stay on and sew, but I think, isn't there somebody coming on this afternoon? I'm trying to remember. I don't want to reach with my other arm anymore. That's probably a sign I should probably give it a rest. Oh yeah, you didn't do Under the Sea, huh? I almost didn't, to be honest. And then I saw the batik with the greens and the orange and everything in there and the rust color and decided, yeah, why not? That's not a normal combination I have, and the batiks looked really nice, and I hoard batiks. What am I doing with all my? What happened to all those? I don't know. I squirrel. Squirrel. Yeah, so I decided, why not? I need to keep busy. I needed to have something to look forward to. And I also signed up for Field of Dreamers. I have the lullaby, so I'm going to probably start with that and maybe even just film it, or I should say, just make a video of the ones, the clues one at a time there. So, because I'm already 2 clues behind, I believe. I think there might be, no, it's 3. What did I say? It was 3 of the Mystery 5-0, 2 of Field of Dreamers. But it'll soon be 3. So, but, well, what we say, folks? What do we say? Do I say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night, something like that? So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. The sun's out. I'm not going to say good night. So, still, what was the movie you were talking about earlier? Oh, there was a movie made about my high school. While I was in high school, it was made about that. What does that say? And I was wondering if people figured out, of all the high school shows, what high school it was. I have one PMQ that needs to be quilted. The one after that, I haven't opened. Oh, whoa. Oh, my. Well, once I get my arm back a little bit, I will be working on my long arm again if you need help with that. But, hey, I can move this closer now because I'm not sewing. So maybe I can show my face. Oh, no, it needs to be further back. What can I do to... Maybe. Don't mind. Okay. Can I lock it in there? Okay. There we go. Hi, everyone. Let's see if I can get the chat back up now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Nikki, if you... I hope to... Oh, that's what I was singing. The Sound of Music. That was something. But my high school, there was a movie made with my high school. In fact, it was a breakout movie for Sean Penn. And who else? Gosh, I can't think right now. So much is going through my head at once. This is crazy. This help? Oh, why do I keep hitting that again? It wants to. And yeah, it's kind of like kind of crazy things that happen at my high school. Uh, I could tell you stories that they left out that should have been in the movie and they were written about, but they got cut. They weren't put in the movie. They weren't even filmed. They were cut from the because they didn't think they could get away with it. It was amazing what they did get away with on there. I know who's who and I know which people make up which characters because they're kind of each character is kind of a conglomerate. Um, uh, I know where the bodies are buried. Yep, I know who the real characters were in those things. So I was like, yep. Even the teachers, one of the teachers, Ray Walston, was a combination of two different teachers. And it was funny. A combination of a history teacher and an English teacher that we had. His personality, the things that happened in his classroom is like, oh yes, we did order pizza and it did come to the classroom and everybody chipped in to get their slice. And when the teacher said, hey, what about his? It's like, well, show us your money. You know? Yep, that is it. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That was my high school. Cameron Crowe was actually there as a student undercover. He was an adult pretending to be a student, going to the classes, going to everything with us. He lived the life we had during the day. That was his day job while he wrote this screenplay. Incredible. Incredible. Most of us did not know. I think the only people that knew at the time that that's what he was like the principal and the counselor or something like that. There was two people in the office that knew who really knew who he was, but nobody else. Amazing. Yep, and Ridgemont High is not the name of the high school, by the way, but it's a close name to it. Yep. Not saying who's who. Not until I don't know whose kids know who they were, but yeah. Yeah. Nope. Not Breakfast Club, but yeah. No, he's not in that movie. Absolutely. No, you're right. He is not in that movie. Like I said, that was another good one. But I would not let my own children see that movie until after they graduated high school. Yeah, it was something. So I didn't want them going, "What did you do?" Not saying, not saying to this day. You can torture me, and I laugh at torture. Yeah, Footloose. Yeah, that's another good one. But no, that wasn't my high school. That's kind of cool. I don't go to a lot of reunions, obviously, but well, that's probably not obvious, but no, I just don't want to. My last reunion, oh my goodness, there, it's, I'm so glad I didn't go. Uh, I know a lot of people that did not go. Oh, good afternoon, Jim. Yeah. Uh, okay, SK, but you didn't spell it right, but that's all right. You're looking at the wrong Claremont. But that's okay. You go that direction. Yep. Hi, Skedammit. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, you'll need to watch. Then you can ask me some real questions. Sharon. Oh, Sharon is SK. Okay, fine. I did not remember that. Oh, now you spelled it right, Jim. Oh my goodness. Somebody knows the area. Yeah, that so when you look at it, think you got to be thinking of that. I wonder who Annette is, but no. Which character that I might keep in mind though, each character is not just one person. They are two or three different people. You know, they just kind of mash everything that happens. Um, but I could tell you some great stories that aren't in the movie. One is there were there were brothers. Gosh, I can't say their last name because they're probably both still alive. And I don't want their kids to know it was them. But these brothers were something else. They were adorable, but yet they they were risky and frisky, okay, kind of guys. They were living on the edge in high school, even. Well, and they both ran track, and they were ones on the track team. And back then, the last event, the order of events in the track was the the boys 4x100 relay. So we're having this track meet, and it's like a tri meet or a quad meet where 3 or 4 different schools are there. And we were ahead on points so far, it didn't matter. Uh, we had won the overall, and we had won against each school. So the kid asks, "Hey, coach, can we mix up the order? Can we run wherever we want to run rather than the assigned positions, first, second, third, or anchor, right?" And the coach says, "Sure, why not? Do whatever you want. If you don't want to start, go somewhere else. And if someone else wants to do a different leg, they can do a different leg." So they did. And he jumps over to the anchor leg, one of our live on the edge brothers here. He runs to the anchor leg, and they're not even bothering to take their sweats off. I mean, that's and so nobody thinks anything of it because they go, "Yeah, we're so far ahead, nobody cares. We'll just do it." So the gun goes off, and they're running, and they're passing the baton. And everybody's cheering and watching, looking like, "Oh my gosh, look at these guys are running in their sweats." And then we look over after the second handoff, and the third leg is running. And you look toward the anchor guy, and he's taken his sweats off. And there was no tracksuit underneath. There was no singlet and shorts. So there he is, just in his track shoes and socks. I'm not even sure he had track shoes on. I think he didn't even change. I think he just had tennis shoes on. And streaking, he gets the baton and runs the fourth leg. And up in the stands, the principal's yelling, "I'm going to get you, Mr. So-and-so. I'm going to get you. Don't you go anywhere. No. And he's trying to get down from the bleachers, and we're the kids, we were all just laughing our heads off, just thinking, just watching this happen. And he streaks right in front of us, or right across the finish line, and runs straight into, tosses the baton in the air somewhere, runs into the boys' bathroom, which is on the far side of the bleachers, grabs his clothes, and he's running down out of the field and down to his house where he lived, about 3/4 of a mile or a half mile. But anyway, stark naked, trying to put his pants and shirt on as he goes, and the principal's running behind him. "I'm gonna get you, Mr. Zold. I'm gonna get you." That was funny. That was funny. That was not in the movie, and I really wished it. I really wished it had been. There were other things in the movie. Why couldn't they put that in there? I don't get it. I mean, holy cow! It was something else. Yeah. Go, Kenny, go. Right? It was those kind of things that happened, and we We had some good times. Some really good times, maybe too much. I don't know. It was silly, silly good times in high school. Can't relive them. Can only tell about them. But interesting. Interesting. So now you all watch that and you're going to think, oh, I wonder which kid this was, because he is one of the characters in the movie. Because he did some other things. And his brother is also. These two brothers, yeah. I love them dearly. But they did some pretty wild stuff. You had to stay away from it. So you kind of loved them from afar. Is that Giovanna I see? My eyes are not really good lately, so well, hello. Fastest thing on 2 feet. We never saw him run so fast. Oh my goodness. And it was was it him or his older brother? I think it was his older brother. No, I think it was him. Used to cut up and well, anyway, one of the two brothers cut up in Mr. K's English class all the time. And Mr. K just kept track of the hours, the minutes this kid wasted in class. Well, come time for one of the dances that was real big when they also had a signing of books and all that kind of stuff going on. It was a big dance. Everybody went to it. It's one of those things. Everybody went. And he couldn't go because he couldn't pass class because he didn't put in the time or the work. So there was the English teacher. Well, I could say his name, Mr. K, shows up at his house. Shows up on his house at a Friday night. So you see Ray Walston do that in the movie. That was this teacher. It actually happened. Sat there and schooled the kid and got all the made up. So it's like, oh my goodness. They put that in there. And the kid ends up making it to the dance because that's what really happened. He did make it to the dance, but it was like for the last half hour or something. But so, that was his older brother because he graduated with me. Yeah, that was Mark. Okay. Anyway, fun times. I'm sure your high schools weren't all that much different. They just didn't get mentioned in the movie. But there could have been movies about him, I'll betcha. I'll just betcha. Oh. Well, glad I got that off my chest. I'm getting a little punchy. That's just all there is. How's it going up here? Oh, I seen The Trouble with Angels, so I know all about that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Giovanna, don't convince us that was all. Have you seen the movie The Trouble with Angels? Yeah. That was all girls convent too. I know all about that. Oh, my brother went to an all boys school, so yeah. He went to San Miguel. So I know about that too. Yeah, that was a great movie, wasn't it? There were two. There was a sequel to that too, and I can't think of the name of the sequel, but it also had angels in it. Um, mm. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah, it was. I do believe it is a Haley Mills movie. One of them is for sure, if not both. Is when she was older. Uh, he dropped his picked it up and took out 3 cars. Was I'm assuming he was driving, right? Did I not catch that before it dropped off my screen? I have to change something on my screen so I can read stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh, they changed the titles in Italy of films. Okay. Well, that makes sense, because some foreign films, then when they come over here, they change their names are changed too. Um, Probably has to do with copyrights or something. Even television shows, because I've seen several television shows from Spain. Uh, when we watch them here, they have slightly different names. Oh yes, I assumed he was driving. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Uh, Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Well, it's been swell. It's been grand. It's been swell, right? Great time here. I don't want to take up any time. I know there's other people coming on this afternoon. That is true. When you translate it, it doesn't exactly translate directly and make sense at the same time. That is so true, especially in Spanish. I've had that happen. Um, and it's the same thing because, yeah, even when I'm thinking of something in Spanish, I will say it in English like you would say it in Spanish in the order that you would say it in Spanish, the words in the order, which is not the same way we say it in English. And my students will often uh, look at me and go, huh? I'm like, oh, wait, let me change that. Because once in a while they'd say, like, are you trying to speak like Yoda? And I'm like, no. What I was thinking was in Spanish, and I said it in English like I'd say it in Spanish, but I said it in English instead of Spanish, and so now it doesn't make sense. And they'd look at me just very strangely. So that happens once in a while. It used to happen more often when I lived in San Diego because I was speaking Spanish, but here I haven't spoken Spanish in like 15, 20 years. Um, yeah, in Italian, it would be very similar to that. It's so true. Even and yes. Um, because I grew up learning not Spanish, but I also learned Latin in school, and it's similar to that. So a lot of that runs through my husband will ask me, he goes, "What does this word mean?" And I immediately go to my Latin and go to the base and the root words, and then start going from there. And then my mind starts thinking along those lines. So it makes it a little like, oh, okay, yeah. Nobody takes Latin anymore, I don't think. Hmm. I tell you, makes understanding. Yeah, there's a lot of cognates between Spanish and Italian, and you can understand enough to get by, but then trying to speak it, it kind of gets a little different when you're trying to fill in the words. And like, did they mean to say that? Uh, yeah, I don't think it does make understanding medicine better, the medical field. Everything's in Latin. So it's just like, yeah, okay, fine, no problem. You can tell me. Do they really? Oh, that's good to know, Giovanna. My husband and I were actually looking at moving to Italy, but that would require a few things. And yeah, Latin and Greek. I did a whole thing on Greek mythology, a review of Greek and Roman mythology, and the comparisons and the language. So that was a college thing. But we're not going to be moving to Italy. Sorry. Although I told him, I said I didn't care if we'd get driver's license. That's not a big deal to me. Yeah, I know. Italy is beautiful. Hi, Starla Joe. Uh, we both like the southern Italy. Uh, so But then I know people are telling us, oh, it'd be too hard to get a driver's license, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I don't really care about a driver's license because anywhere I could go, I could ride a bike or get public transportation. So take it from there. But no, we're not going to. Grandkids are here. Want to be closer, I guess. I guess we'll just have to come visit. Your area is beautiful. And now, are you western, northern, middle? Oh, I missed that. Bring that back. Emilia Romagna? Your grandparents' church in St. Louis does Mass in Latin. Oh, they still do Mass in Latin. That's wonderful. I think people should. Oh, you're in the Northeast. Ooh. That was Giovanna, right? I saw that said Northeast. Northeastern Italy. There's some areas up there can be real expensive. Northeast-ish. Okay. Very cool. Well, something went off. I don't know what it was. Might have been, I think it was my phone actually went off. Might be telling me it's time to head up and out. What time? It's just past 3:30. Well, I should probably take my break here. You're 60 miles north of Florence? Awesome. Okay. Well, we like that. Florence is beautiful. Oh, yeah. All into that for sure. Okay. Oh gosh, my sister gets back from Japan. I told her she and I are going to take a girls trip somewhere. Oh, now you're making me want to go to Florence. So, we'll see. We're going to wait till my arm heals up enough. Okay, I do know that. All right. I can look up Faenza Ravina. So, nice. So I'm going to say good night, good afternoon, and see you next time. All right, find your joy. You have to find your joy. I tell you, without my joy, I could not get through everything. Ooh, but that Christmas, actually, you know what? Next time I will try to have, before I say goodnight permanently, Giovanna, I will try to find, I have some lace, handmade lace from Italy from the war. I will try to bring that next time and have it close by me at all times. So whenever I see you on, I can show you. That'd be awesome. Maybe you might be able to tell me more about the region when I tell you where it's from. Oh gosh, that sounds beautiful. Nice. Oh, wow. Gosh. What a beautiful ornament. I bet that's gorgeous. My chat just dropped out. Oh, Nikki, I'd love to see that sometime. Oh. Well, anyway, this is for real. Gonna say, everyone say your goodbyes to each other. Take your joy with you. Spread it around. And have a great rest of the weekend. If I don't get to see or chat with you again, I hope I do. I'm trying to come on more often. but I don't like to interfere with anybody else, and I know so the other people need to get ready for theirs. So, love you all. Take care and see you next time. All right, Nikki, thanks. Thank you all. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Giovanna. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Kivia. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, everybody who was on here today. Joe, Melanie, Deb. Did I say Deb already? All right. Goodbye. Be kind to each other. Love you.